Movie begins with Ariel, who works for a media house and wants to become a big writer. But these days she is not getting any big news to publish. Due to this, not many people were buying her magazine. And then one day she finally gets a fiery topic. Alfred Morty, a pop star of the 1990s, comes out of retirement and announces the release of his new album. Everyone was surprised. There was a storm of news in the media. After this, and more surprisingly, before the launch of his album, Morty invites only 6 guests to his private compound. To listen to that album, Morty had invited our main character Ariel, as well as her boss, a talk show host, an influencer, a newspaper that takes pictures of big celebrities, and also the famous RJ of that time. On reaching the compound, everything seemed normal to everyone. In fact, it felt good. But as soon as they arrived, their mobiles and laptops, etc., were taken away from them, through which they could contact the outside world, with the excuse that using any electronic device is not allowed at this place. But all these will be returned to them while going back. But Ariel started getting a strange feeling from all these things. Anyway, the party starts in a short while. For the purpose all these people came here, and during this party the most shocking thing they come to know is that Morty is a part of a cult, and all the people who came to this compound except these 6 are members of the same cult, who all call themselves loyalists and all wear the same uniform. The strange things here, the strange looks and actions of the people were clearly making it clear that something is wrong in Morty's compound. This cult did not seem right to Ariel. So she decides to know more about this cult at this party. Anyway, it is shown that they were getting all kinds of facilities in this compound. Even when the masseur and the RJ were getting a massage done happily, many strange people came near them and killed them brutally by operating a machine. The scene of cutting the body was not shown. But yes, it was definitely confirmed here that this cult was not normal at all, as Ariel thought. Morty had called them under some special plan. So much so that the next morning, people were also appointed to keep an eye on these 5 remaining people like bodyguards, who were now roaming around like their shadow, and Ariel was getting irritated the most by them. While jogging, Ariel sees Morty, who is getting his painting done. Ariel comes to him and asks that she wants to know how his cult works. Morty says, "Whose question is this?" So she says that it means worship, like Christians go to church, Hindus go to temple, and Muslims also do their prayers. What does your cult do like this? Who does it believe in? Now Morty asks Ariel what to call a group that does not believe in anyone and does nothing. While talking, he takes Ariel to a special kind of tank. There Ariel sees that a man was opening shells like mad. He was so engrossed in his work that while opening a shell, his hand got badly injured. But he did not leave his work. Ariel asks what all this means. So Morty tells that we all do this, just to realize that the value of 1 pearl is more than these 100 oyster shells, and it teaches us that not everything in the world is equal, and accepting this thing is a big realization. Ariel did not understand his words, but she went to her room. The next morning when she was getting ready, many people came to her room. All these level-headed, Morty is told that these people have come to groom her. Everything was fine, but the loyalist asked a very strange question to Ariel. "Did you do your personal cleaning?" Ariel asks, "What do you people have to do with this?" "I am sure that I will not be seen from such a place." The loyalist says yes, no one will be seen. But still, this is our rule, be it a woman or a man, private cleaning is very important here, and Morty has also sent us here for this thing. Well, after getting ready, etc., they are taken to the party, where at this time there was no one else in the party except these 5 people who had come from outside. Here Morty starts giving his performance. Although he was dancing very childishly, all of them were still laughing. During this performance, the influencer who had come here starts coughing so badly that she also loses control over herself. Her condition, everyone gets worried seeing this. So Morty, instead of looking at her, takes everyone outside and says that someone else will take care of her, we should get some fresh air outside. On coming outside, everyone together starts talking about the loyalists, i.e. Morty's cult. So Morty tells everyone that our cult believes that anyone can become God at any time. Any person who invents something for the first time in life invents something, then he is equal to God for us. Like the person who made the horseshoe for the first time to control the horse is also God for us. During their conversation, Ariel takes her boss aside and tells her boss how it would be if I write a story on this cult and this will make our magazine a big hit. But her boss does not like Ariel's idea very much. While these people were still talking, suddenly a flying arrow comes and hits Ariel's boss. Ariel and he were stunned. But then some people came running and a child started apologizing to him, saying that I was learning to aim. Suddenly my hand slipped and this arrow hit you. Ariel was surprised at the bravery of that child, that his expressions did not change at all, and he was just apologizing without any fear. However, her boss was very badly injured. Well, he was given first aid, but now his health was not much better. In the evening, Ariel now comes to these people and asks them if they do not feel anything strange here. I find this house a bit strange. See, they took away our phones, laptops, everything through which we could contact the outside world. They are keeping an eye on us 24 hours a day, and who knows, they have fitted cameras or miscellaneous. Somewhere here, and now they are listening to our conversations too. All of them do not understand Ariel. On the contrary, they start laughing at Ariel and say, "What do you think? Mr. M would have done such a big setup just to snatch our phones?" When Ariel realizes that these people do not want to understand anything, she leaves from here. But she herself had decided that she will not stay here any longer. As soon as it is morning, she jumps from her window, avoiding the eyes of her guard. Her first plan and target was to find her phones. She sees a strange place in this compound which was a little away from the compound. She thought that some room must be hiding inside it. That is why she went inside it. This place was very strange. It looked like a bar. But here there were many severed heads and body parts of animals kept. From which it was clear that this cult also keeps doing some rituals in which animals are also sacrificed. Well, her real purpose was to find her phone, and finally, while searching here, she sees her cell phones and laptops in a basket. And another shocking thing that we are shown and Ariel does not see is the body of RJ, who was killed almost at the beginning of the movie, and his body was hidden here. She was already very scared by the environment she had seen here. So she quickly comes to her room, packs her things and goes to Morty and says that I have to leave from here. Morty keeps asking her what happened. Has anyone said anything to you here? Has anyone scared you? Ariel does not answer anything to his words. Instead, she asks Morty, where is RJ? Instead of Morty, Morty's assistant replies that he is getting ready for dinner. Through which Ariel asks where the influencer who had coughed that day is. Morty's assistant tells that he has just come from the hospital, leaving her in her room, and her health is much better than before. She will join us all in the puppet show of children in the evening. Even after hearing all this, Ariel tells him that she has to leave right now. So Morty says, "Will you tell me what has happened?" Ariel says, "I don't want to explain anything. I just want to leave right now." So here Morty's other assistant says that this is not possible. All the vehicles have gone towards the city at this time, and it is not possible to leave from here for 40 minutes. Morty now says, "Look, I will not force you to stay. But don't break the children's hearts. Go after watching the children's performance." Here that girl also starts pleading to Ariel, and Ariel has to say yes even though she doesn't want to. Now in the evening, the puppet show starts, and this puppet show is not like any other puppet show. It was very strange. Here, instead of puppets, there were dead rats and not dolls. Now the 6 rats here were expressing these 6 people. That is, Ariel was expressing her boss, RJ influencer, who had come as guests here. Ariel was feeling very strange seeing all this, but at the moment she did not give any expression, and suddenly the beanbag on which she was sitting starts shaking. She gets up in fear, and then something tears it and comes out, and it was not an animal but a live Emily. She was the influencer who had disappeared a few days ago. This time, many parts of her mouth were strangely swollen. She was looking so scary that anyone would get scared seeing her. Ariel was already scared. Her tongue and her eyes had swollen like a balloon. Ariel angrily asks Morty, "What happened to her, Morty?" He replies in a very normal way that she had drunk a chemical due to which every part of her body which has more water will swell. Saying this, he goes to that girl and touches her swollen eye, and that eye bursts like a balloon and its water falls on the face of the statue itself, which disgusts him and he gets very angry. Now Ariel's companions also understood that Ariel is right, nothing is right here. When they try to escape from here, the loyalists catch them. Without wasting time, they killed one of Ariel's companions and her boss by stabbing them hard in the stomach. They were about to kill Ariel too, but Ariel pushed the person who was holding her and, seeing the opportunity, ran away from there through the window. To save herself, she comes and hides in a house and sees that this is a museum of the Loyalists, where she sees RJ's severed head and that chemical too. They made the influencer drink the poison and killed her. Here preparations for the party were also going on. Seeing this, Ariel understood that all these Loyalists were going to party only after killing or sacrificing all of them. Before she could do or understand anything else, the guard from behind came into the bathroom through the window and caught Ariel by her hair and beat her on the head and made her unconscious. Now when Ariel regained consciousness, she was tied to a chair with one of her companions, and all the Loyalists were standing here along with Morty to celebrate. They had champagne in their hands, and in this champagne there was poison too, which all of them were going to drink together. Now one of these Loyalist girls makes Ariel's companion drink the poisoned champagne, and while making Ariel drink it, she doesn't know why, but Ariel gets scared. She acts in front of everyone as if she is going to make Ariel drink this champagne, but actually she was breaking Ariel's ropes so that Ariel could run away from here. During all this, by mistake, her foot hits a pot of fire and the fire starts spreading everywhere on the stage. Even the clothes of the statue catch fire, and while burning, he tries to save himself and screams a lot. During this, Ariel got a good chance to run away from here. She also found a bike here, and by taking it, she finally runs out of this compound and saves her life. The next morning, she comes to that compound with the police. The strange thing was that instead of running away, Morty was sitting in this compound and playing the piano, and he had kept the dead bodies of all the 5 people in front of him who were killed the previous day, and all the other Loyalists had disappeared from there. Well, the police arrest Morty for the murder of these 5 people, and then the scene cuts from here and 2 years pass in the story. We see Ariel, who has now become a very famous writer and is giving her interview to an RJ. Her novel has become a huge hit, and more than lakhs of her novels have been sold. In this novel, she had actually written everything about the cult of Morty, and due to this novel, she became famous very quickly. During these interviews, a day comes when Morty's lawyer contacts Ariel and wishes to meet her. Ariel found all this strange, but she wanted to meet him because she also wanted answers to some of her questions. Like, how did all those people who were a part of her cult disappear that day? To get answers to these questions, she reaches the jail where Morty used to stay. First question Ariel asks him is, "Why did you kill those people?" Then Morty says that I wanted to take revenge on them because they criticized an artist, and in our cult, the artist is considered God. Ariel asks another question, "Where have all the other people gone?" Then he tells that all of them are hiding inside the common people in this whole world and are also telling other people about their cult and are also making them a part of their cult. After this, he thanks Ariel while showing her the novel written by Ariel herself, and here Ariel is completely shocked because now she was realizing what a big mistake she had made by writing this novel. She was realizing that Morty had played a big trick on her. Whatever was happening with Ariel from the first day till now was all Morty's planning. Ariel going to that compound with her boss, observing everything there, everyone else dying, even Ariel escaping from there was all a plan of Morty so that after coming back she can write about their cult in her novel, and through that novel the information about their cult can be spread all over the world. After understanding all this, Ariel was realizing her mistake. Ariel was sad about the fact that she had spread a cult all over the world even without wanting to. In the end, Ariel had also asked Morty, "Why only me?" To which Morty replies that you had nothing to do with money or anyone. You were pure-hearted, that's why we chose you, and thanks to you today, because of you, our cult is mentioned in every corner of the world and people are becoming a part of our cult rapidly. Due to these things, Ariel was still in shock. And this movie ends here showing all this.